Hi, first graders. I'm here to read another story to you today, and I'm so excited to read you this story because it is a story that really makes me feel good and it makes me feel happy, even when there's things that I figure out that I can't do by myself. So, I want you to think really quickly before we read the story about something that you can't do by yourself yet. You might not be able to read all the way yet. You might only be able to read some words. You might not be able to type on the computer. You might not be able to make dinner by yourself. There are lots of things that everybody can't do, and it's awesome because we can always learn and try our hardest and figure out how to do those things. So something that Miss Strohmeyer is not very good at yet, something that I can't always get quite right is figuring out how to draw. So Miss Strohmeyer is not a very good artist, but it doesn't mean I can't try. It doesn't mean I can't do it. And this book that I'm going to read to you today lets us know that sometimes it's okay not to be able to do something, but we just have to work hard and we have to make sure that we try our very best every day. So I want you to pause this video and I want you to think about something that maybe you've just been trying really hard to do. Have you been trying really hard to ride a bike? Have you been trying really hard to draw like Miss Strohmeyer? What is something that maybe you just aren't super good yet, but you keep trying really hard at it? So I want you to pause this video and I want you to think about what that thing is. And then when you're ready, I want you to hit play. And I want you to listen to this story, and this story is called Leo the Late Bloomer. And this story is about Leo, and he's a late bloomer. And a late bloomer means that it just takes him a little bit longer to figure out how to do things, as you'll see in the story. And for some of us, we might be a late bloomer. Miss Strohmeyer is a late bloomer on how to draw. So I'm still learning, I'm still trying to figure it out, and I can't wait for you guys to read this story. And then we're going to have a little writing activity at the end, okay? Leo the Late Bloomer. Leo couldn't do anything right. Look at his face. He looks so sad. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. So everybody over here has written. The owl wrote her name, elephant, snake, and then Leo here at the bottom is having a really, really hard time. He couldn't draw. Look at Leo's drawing. He was even a sloppy eater. And he never said a word. So look at all of our other friends. They're all making noises. Our owl is saying hoot, and our elephant is saying thrum. Our snake is saying hiss. And our alligator is saying crunch, and our bird is saying pip. But poor little Leo, he's not saying a word. So there's lots of things that Leo can't quite do yet. Every day, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. And remember, Miss Strohmeyer told you that blooming means that he's a late bloomer because he can't do things yet. So if his dad is looking for signs of blooming, it means that he's looking for signs that he's able to read and write, and he's looking for signs that he's able to draw. And every night, Leo's father watched him for signs of blooming. So he watched him during the day, and he watched him at night. Are you sure Leo's a late bloomer? Asked Leo's father. Patience, said Leo's mother. A watched bloomer will not bloom. So Leo's father watched television instead of Leo. But do you see that his dad's still watching him? He's peeking behind the chair and watching for Leo. He's watching him to see if he's going to be able to read and write. The snows came. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. The trees budded. Leo's father wasn't watching, but Leo still wasn't blooming. So that means they've been through winter, all of winter, and Leo didn't bloom, and then all of spring, and Leo still hadn't bloomed yet. Then one day, in his own time, Leo bloomed. He could read. He could write. He could draw. He ate neatly. He also spoke, and it wasn't just a word, it was a whole sentence. And that sentence was, I wonder what that sentence is going to be. I made it. Friends, I love this story about Leo because it is so important to realize that sometimes there's just things that we're not good at, and we just have to work hard, and we have to make sure that we're trying and we're learning, and then we'll be like Leo one day, and we will bloom, and we will figure all of our hopes and dreams out, because Leo hoped and dreamed that he could read and write, and he did. So I want you guys to know that you will be able to do the same thing too. So I want you to get your, where is mine? Here it is. I want you to get your writing journal, okay? You're going to get your writing journal, and you're going to find your next page. So it's probably on the back. It's on the back of your animal, the back on your animal that you drew yesterday. And you are going to think about something that you hope we get to do this year. You're going to think about something that you hope we get to do and you hope we get to learn. So I'm going to help you get started. And one thing that I hope that I get to do this year is I hope that I get to learn how to draw. So I'm going to write on my board. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so you can see. I hope I will, and you can tell me what you hope you will be able to do. So for Miss Strohmeyer, I hope I will learn how to draw. Now, you probably have a different hope and a different dream. So I want you to think about something that you really want to learn how to do. And it could be something like ride a bike or anything that you just really wish that you could learn how to do. And I want you to tell me about it. And then you are going to draw a picture. You're going to draw a picture in the square above your writing. Okay? So again, I really want you to think about something that you hope you can learn how to do. And then this will help Miss Strohmeyer because then I can teach you. Awesome job, friends. I will see you all later.